You're listening to FFOP Radio.
Reach the
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. I'm DJ Dervis, that's Krista, the co-host and producer. It's music time, god damn it. Why does it... I knew I should have restarted the computer, bought another computer, restarted that, burned them both to the ground, and bought a third computer, because that's really how it works around here. That being said, sorry about that. Let's get back to the...
Dave looks slightly less enthused this intro.
Can you tell every time? Well, on what other planet? Like when you're listening to the radio or watching like maybe a live news broadcast, right? It just dies, right? Whatever. Guys, sorry about that. Here's the thing. Get back to the slideshow. Enjoy it. Listen to this song. It's one of my favorites. It's off the album, the Killer album. Just listen.
There was a bad man, he thought he was cool, but he was just playing shady. He kidnapped a dog, left people feeling low, but when the detective came, he had nowhere to go. The detective walked in with the swagger so smooth. He had a plan, make Gabriel groove. He spoke about philosophy, tried to educate, but Gabriel was too dumb, could appreciate. Ooh, Gabriel, you're lost in a haze, can't understand Descartes. No matter the craze, you're a bad man with no intellectual flow. But we'll dance to this funk and let the good vibes show. The detective kept on pushing through the night, trying to bring some reason into this lost sight. He spoke about Descartes, a great philosopher, but Gabriel just laughed, thinking it was all a blur. The detective shook his head, said you just don't get it. Descartes' theory is deep. It's a true intellect, but you're too busy stealing, causing trouble and strife. It's time to change your ways and live a better life. Gabriel, you're real. Your mind is a mess. Can't comprehend Descartes, no matter the test. You're a bad man running from the truth, but we'll funk it out and bring you some sweet groove. Yo, Gabriel Rene, he's a bad man, that's a fact. Kidnapping and robbing, he was always on attack. The detective interrogating wanted to rap about Descartes, but Gabriel was too dumb, couldn't understand from the start. When he Descartes, a philosopher with a powerful mind, his thoughts are deep and his theories were one of a kind. Of Gabriel, man, he was just too relaxed to comprehend. Didn't bother with Descartes, his own thoughts he couldn't defend. Ooh, Gabriel, you're real. Your mind is a mess. Comprehend Descartes, no matter the test. You're a bad man running from the truth, but we'll funk it out and bring you some sweet groove.
Welcome back, everybody. So that was Descartes' Funk, a little ditty, a little funky little ditty about Gabriel Rene and his entanglements with detective technology and Detective Descartes, obviously. I'm really pleased with how that one came out. There's a couple of them on here that just came out singing right through the AI, and I go, fine. Other ones I had to really work at.
So does this all count towards building
The basilisk?
basilisk?
I mean, probably, right? Towards building the basilisk. Now, okay, so maybe I'm just stupid, but it feels like, because there's a couple of references I can infer from the basilisk, Fosco. So let me know which one you're referring to, but probably, right? That being said, so there you go, Gabriel Rene. I can't believe there are so many, because I don't. Maybe it's just me, but when you dive into true crime and you see the same characters popping up in different cases. Because I'll bring up this guy again, the Stuyven detective, because he's one of my favorite characters, and he's like not just like a bit part. There's multiple pieces of footage out there with him, and I think that the bank robbery murder against Gail, poor Gail. Raise them babies. You love them babies.
Babies.
You love them babies. You wouldn't do nothing to harm them. Because Brett, they call Brett. He says, "Oh my God, do I love that fucking detective? Red Tree True Crime Stories is probably the best one or rather the best channel that covered that case. But because that's the thing, Gail worked at a bank. Her coworker got her young boyfriend to keep her busy. He freaked out and killed her. I let you lie to them babies, Tracy. That's the thing. He says babies. One's 14, one's 17. You love them babies. I'm talking to you because they know me. Like I say, you're fucking retarded. He says that to her.
Damn.
Because that's the thing. What a brilliant strategy, too, because he personally knows her. So he says, let me go in there. And then he goes, yeah, I believe you because I'm your friend. But you know what they're going to say, right? They're gonna, oh, you fucking retarded? You can still say that in an interrogation. It's not something. I don't know.
Fosco says Basilisk is the supercomputer destined to enslave all those who don't contribute to the construction of the Basilisk.
That's the exact one I was thinking about. What's the name of the Basilisk? It's the thought experiment. It's something's Basilisk. But yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, Fosco. So thank you.
Ryan Maxwell says, oh, it's the Dave channel. I love this show. I have all the seasons on Blu-ray.
Here's the thing. Really quick. As funny as that is, I don't think I could ever have planned the situation I'm in now, right? Where I have multiple songs about people I've never met in real life. Right. I know their names. I sing about Jameson and Becca. I sing about Ryan here. Fosco has yet to have a song, but it's only because I haven't found something that really pops content-wise.
We got Allison in the building.
What is up, Allison Marie Armstrong? That's the another. Allison's probably going to make it onto this roster. But that being said, why don't you guys take a little listen to a little ditty about a man who I know? He's related to this show. He sells me my beard oil. Enjoy it. Maybe.
Only the cat with the swag so bold, living on the wild side, never doing what he's told, crafting beard oils, keeping it fresh and clean.
Do I want to meet Cyrax?
With a touch of catnip, he's the cat king of the scene. Once Tony snuck into a movie with class, stashed a pepperoni pizza in his pants. Oh, what a blast. The people, they stared, but he didn't care. He devoured the slice with sauce in the air. Tony, living on the edge.
Many thanks, Fosco.
Swinging through the night, scratching it up on a ledge with a beat so smooth and a love for pizza so true. Tony's got the swagger, he's bringing the groove. Got the swagger, he's bringing the groove. He's bringing the groove.
Boy, oh boy, do I want to? Let's dive into this really quick. Do I want to fly out and meet Cyrax? No, I don't. But here's the thing, if he showed up, if there was a lolcow convention, God forbid something like that should happen, and they have the celebrity zoo, where instead of seeing Brent Spiner and George Takei and all those other people, it's Cyrax and Johnny Elbows and King Cobra and Jessica and Goffy and Jesus H. Christ.
Can you imagine the amount of people that would go to that?
Put that out of your head for just a second. Imagine the smell. Forget comic book nerds. I can't imagine what a conglomeration of trolls would smell like. Because, let's be real, do you think that there's, when those two Venn diagrams show up, right, and you have trolls in this circle and comic book nerds in this circle, do you think they fit over each other perfectly? Or how big do you think that happens, right?
Johnny Elbows, LOL.
Yeah. Oh, she's got a cute butt, though. And then he goes, whoa. Like, have you ever seen that Fail Army video where, like, the kid's got the stucker sucking his hair? And he's like, and the mom's like, oh, wait. And he's like feeling it. He goes, Johnny Elbows does that about a kid's butt.
Jameson just gagged.
Seriously. Dude's got he's like got a head plug. He's whatever. He's like the only person in the world who like has a thumb, like a literal thumb for a head. That being said, let's take another break. Listen to a quick song. It's a little ditty about a failed business venture, and that bitch Tammy will never die.
God damn it.
In a little town there stood a sub shop where the sandwiches were piled high and never would stop. But behind the counter, things weren't as they seemed. Tammy, the HR lady, had a wicked scheme. She was sly and cunning with a smile so sweet. Little did we know she had an evil deceit, embezzling the money meant for our Black Forest hams.
The extra ham!
Tammy's greed was tearing apart our sub shop plans. Oh, sub shop blues, how you hurt our souls. Tammy's betrayal took its toll. No more sandwiches, no more savory delight.
Welcome to the show, man.
A sub shop's closed on this cold, lonely night. Behind closed doors, she played a dirty game, siphoning the funds and causing us all the pain. We worked hard and served with a passion so true, but Tammy's greed brought it all crashing through. The sub shop sign no longer lights the night. Tammy's deception is taking away our light. Black Forest hams, now a distant fading dream. With each passing day, it's harder to redeem. Oh, sub shop blues, how you hurt our souls. Tammy's betrayal took its toll. No more sandwiches, no more savory delight. Our sub shop's closed on this cold, lonely night. Sub shop blues, how you hurt our souls. Tammy's betrayal took its toll. No more sandwiches, no more savory delight. Our sub shop's closed on this cold, lonely night. Our sub shop's closed on this cold, lonely night.
There you have it. That was the Sub Shop Blues. And, you know, the more I think about it, and maybe you have too, like, because Karen became the Karen, you know what I mean? I would offer these two alternatives. Back in the old days, we used to do a bit called Creeping on Craigslist, where we would just, not we, my co-host and buddy, Andrew Bergevin, would grab us brilliant Craigslist ads of all and sundry. It doesn't have to be about sex, but oftentimes they were. Why did I start telling this story again? Damn it.
I don't really know where you're trying to go with that.
I gotta stop thinking that I know exactly what I'm going to say, because I don't. I start telling a story, I throw some extra detail on there. Oh no, here we go. Sorry, Karen and blah, blah, blah. Oh, Jesus. That's the thing. Stop talking so much, you idiot. It's a radio show. We listen to music. Moral of the story is we listened to my buddy Adam scream Brenda dozens of times because there was an ad about this man, this poor white trash man, who was writing an open letter to Brenda on Craigslist. You know, he had some problems with her sister. She was disabled. They had no more room in the trailer for such things. It was a real problem. Thank you, Jameson. Boy, I'm only 40. Anyway, moral of the story is Brenda became like the thing to shout at each other. So I think Brenda, hard contender. Also, Tammy with an I. It's one of those names that just looks like the person is going to be a bitch. You don't have to see the person. You see their name on a document. Tammi, bitch. Not going to handle
Big
that.
old bitch.
Big old bitch. But that being said, let's take another quick diversion from whatever we were doing because not Jameson, sorry about that. Fosco, Jameson, you know about lolcows too, but Fosco brought up the Drift King himself. So let's take a listen.
Side racks in the attic, ain't no stopping his flow. Always battling Marty, he's the music biz flow. Hot pockets on the menu, that's the way it goes. Side racks, the Drift King, nobody knows. Gonna spit the fire, drop the beats like a pro. He's the one and only, watch him steal the show. Living in the attic where he lets his talent grow. Cyrax, the Drift King, put your hands up, here we go. Every day's a battle, Cyrax ain't backing down. Marty's in his face, always wearing that frown. But Cyrax got the rhythm, making all heads spin round. The Drift King in the zone, he owns this town.
Oh, man, I don't want to do either of those, Fosco. So anything with the Chan moniker on the end, I feel like, no thanks, hard pass. And now that I've looked up Rakita, not a fan of his either, nor am I interested. Here's the thing. Not that, like, anyone should be interested in lolcows, but mine has really taken a nosedive. It feels like I don't know what happened. Like, shows that really sing to you can get fucked up very quickly with the addition of a character or the subtraction of a character or a change in content. And it just, I don't know, maybe I am extrapolating and I'm just being stupid, but like when, who did it? Oh, Audentum. When Audentum like closed out his Cyrax arc and he's like, that's it. That's a wrap on Cyrax. I go, is it? Because I don't think it is, but
He's still around.
right, he's still around. But I think what Audentum, realized that I was too stupid to because I was in shock and a little bit bummed out that you can call someone's arc over even though they still exist as a person. It's like, well, we've already had all the hits, right? Like you wouldn't buy the Rolling Stones' greatest hits year after year. Even if they mixed up the track list or dropped a track off or added a track, you go, I fucking own this album. And I stopped buying it. I still go back for the greatest hits, like whatever. I'll, drop a plug for this guy. Steve from Machete Squad has like a list of Cyrax vintage wines that I'll watch/listen to sort of drown out the day. But by and large, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I'm tired of that shit. And now that Cobra is now,
Oh my God.
like, this close to being, like,
dead?
not dead, but
I don't know.
the human body is resilient as shit, and he's got a lot of calories in that fat gut to stay alive. He is this close to being a dementia patient.
Oh, yeah.
Fosco, you saw the cursed mashed potato videos. I don't have to ask if you did. Do you feel like he's going to survive?
We couldn't even finish watching it.
I can't ever finish any of his videos. I tried taking a second stab at his Skittles mead video, made it another 45 seconds, had to stop. Couldn't do it. Jesus. Yeah. Cobes. Yeah, that's the thing. Cobes is boring, but people fucking love him, and I don't get it. Cyrax isn't boring. He doesn't make me angry. I don't know why. Cyrax should be the type of person that makes me angry. But
Right.
yeah, 12 minutes.
actually,
4 minutes
yeah.
for 3 bursts.
4 3-minute bursts.
Bursts. Like, when was the last time something happened to you for 3 minutes and you called it a burst?
But now whenever I microwave something in my head, I'm like, I'm just going to do a 90-second burst.
2-second to 4.5-minute burst. I mean, not for nothing, but speaking of Krista here, let's listen to a little song about her, and I'll see you right after this.
I met a girl named Krista, she saw me one day. She said, hey there, you look like Gary Busey, okay. I didn't know what to say, this was not what I expected. But Krista saw a resemblance, and she was not affected. Krista walked down the street, and she couldn't believe her eyes. Every person she encountered, they all had that Busey-like disguise. She pointed at a stranger and said, you're just like him too. But they didn't understand, they thought she'd lost her screw. Krista sees Gary Busey everywhere she goes. She's got a knack for spotting Busey lookalikes, who knows? But that's just Krista's world, her own little crazy face, living in a Gary Busey-filled haze.
There you go. There's a little something. What is it called again? Because I've got two Gary Busey songs for Krista. This one is called Busey Everywhere. Welcome to it. Because Christy sees Gary Busey everywhere.
I do. Ryan requests that we eventually make a song about Gypsy Rose and Kim Kardashian joining forces to become a massive supervillain duo.
You know, at first I was like, do I give a fuck? But joining forces is right up my alley. I love team-ups. I mean, don't make me pull out my Marvel cards. I will show you all the classic team-ups.
That'd be like a whole show's worth of
It's in a binder,
cards.
people. That being said, I might. But, whatever. That all out of the way. I did a couple of things, right? Because just to unpack it, you're probably going to be like, well, didn't you already do a song like that? Well, yes, because the program that I use released an update, right? Because we have version 2, version 3, and they recently released version 3.5, which upped the variety and the perspicacity.
What the hell is
tenacity,
that word?
Whatever. It's a lie. You can't give that to an AI program. But the AI went from 3.0 to 3.5. So you can have songs up to 4 minutes. They're a little more intricate. They'll give you a breakdown. Get a little more intricate. So I thought, you know what everybody's favorite song is? Thought Crime. Not the original, obviously, right? The original one's dog shit. The one that I wrote about Lorde.
Yep.
So I go, well, we have a version 3.5. What if we gave it the same prompt? I did. Spoiler alert. Let's take a listen.
Lord, a mentor lost in the night, caught in a world where wrong feels right. He met a girl with eyes so bright, but age and truth collided like a fight. In a moment of passion, their hearts align, but society judged by numbers, not by might. Love's dream shattered, reality confined, as he realized the darkness he left behind. The crime tearing through his soul, in a innocence corrupted, love taking its toll. The crime of forbidden desire. In a world of judgment, it was set on fire.
Thought Crime, the second movement. Badass, right? I don't know why, but there are some phrases that come through AI voices. Awesome. Chaos, whenever like the AI says chaos, I love it. When it says Thought Crime, I've got literally like 4 versions of that. I'm not going to make them, or rather play them all, make you listen to them, obviously, because that'd be like a little much. These glasses starting to hurt my face, so I'm taking them off. But real quick, let's touch base with Fosco here.
Well,
for a
Jamison
second.
wants to know now, will you file a copyright claim to anyone who tries to use Thought Crime in their video?
Yeah. That's mine. You can call me Dervis GC. And I'm going to make, no, if I rip his album art off, he'll definitely come sue my ass. So I won't do that. But yeah, I'll sue you if you touch my stuff. But yeah, look at this. The whole set, Fosco. Number 1. What a beautiful set. But with some weird shit. Yeah, the Wolverine one is fucking crazy. There's a bunch of them where I like love the character, but I go, what the fuck happened there? But like Hulk 2099, Spider-Man 2099, all of it. Awesome stuff. The Iron Fist one, the Punisher's okay, the Carnage. And here's the thing. As I'm looking at the now, I'll show you, but you see the, right there, the She-Hulk. Boy, did that give a 1994 Dave a tiny boner. Not that I was young. It was 1994. Let's not talk about this. You guys are gross. But
Ryan says we need FFOP Radio trading cards.
I mean, here's the thing. I put so many bullshit things together, it's in the works. But then we go on to this. So this was the 1992 Marvel Universe, whatever you want to call it. Took me the better part of grade school to collect all of it. And it's the beautiful ones that have like all their abilities on the back and like, wow, everything you want in a trading card. I was so upset because this was my first experience, like legitimate experience with trading cards. And I thought, this is how all trading cards should be. Whether they are fucking the Wolverine cards, Marvel Universe, Marvel Masterpiece, baseball, football, soccer, I don't give a fuck. I want to see where these people are stat-wise. Because you can go, oh, who's your favorite character? Whoa, their fucking strength is only at a 2? You're an idiot! Yeah, the puzzle set was like from... Was it Fleer did the puzzle set? Or like the whole collection?
Skybox?
Was it Skybox?
It says Skybox.
Okay.
In the thing.
I couldn't remember if it was Skybox or Fleer. But they were both like... What happened to collector cards, right? And then you get like, because I've got all the holograms in here too. I'm not going to show them to you. They're worth a fortune. Plus, I'm not going to fucking look through all that shit. Anyway, that was a trip down memory lane. Isn't that something you really wanted to know? Not really, right, guys? But that being said, I'm going to play for you one of my favorites. It's, you've heard it a couple of times before. It's about Joel Guy Jr., but it's one of the ones that is in permanent rotation in my house. So I would like you to hear it again because, man, it's a banger.
Twisted plan, a family's demise. Joe got Junior with murder in his eyes. Pouring blood, fueled by greed to inherit the wealth. He would make them bleed. Cruel intentions, twisted minded play. He has to plan and make his parents pay no remorse. His heart turned black, seeking revenge. There's no turning back. Chaos unleashed in the dead of night. His parents' fate sealed, shadows shades fly.
Yes, Fosco, I do. Made me upset then. It's making me upset now.
So got you here. The epitome of despair. A premeditation, a meat grinder in his trunk. But Joel got you to make his plan. He should have just refought. there's no turning back. Chaos unleashed. The God family slain. His parents' fate sealed. Miserable pain. His cold, icy stare filled the jury with fear. They sent him to prison. He'll bring no more fear. He'll bring no more fear. He'll bring no more fear.
There you have, folks. Cruel Intentions, right? One of my favorite fake songs made by a computer. Yes, Fosco. So here's the thing. When I saw your, Canon photos, I was kidding. When I saw your toy photography, I was like, I just said photography, and that's annoying.
Photography.
One of my favorite YouTube channels says photography, and I go, God damn it, photography. Your photos that I saw on Instagram sort of reignited that. So I grabbed all my kids' toys, and because I was like, well, what if it kind of sucks? Because they're all destroyed and whatever, no harm, no foul. And I started pulling out the good toys. Take it easy, Ryan Maxwell. Thanks for showing up. This has been FFOP Radio to you, but for everyone else, it still will be.
Bye, Ryan.
Yeah, but we also, there was, the week after, I was like, oh, Fosco's a photographer too. I'll do that. We roll out to Miami, and the lady in one of the shops goes, oh, tomorrow there's a huge car show or lowrider show. Lowrider Magazine's going to be here. I go, oh my God. It's a coincidence, but I took it.
Yeah, and they came out really awesome. Even one of the guys, motorcycle guys, got David's email address and stuff for him to send his pictures to him.
Yeah, as you're watching this, if you see that blue Harley with the huge Mako fairing on the front, Miami, not Florida, Miami, Arizona.
Yeah, Miami, Arizona.
Here's the thing, guys.
Small town.
Arizona is going to be a little confusing because if I ever say Miami, it's here. If I ever say I was in Cornville, we've got one of those too.
That's true.
We've got a Cornville, we've got a Miami, we've got everything that everybody else has. But yeah, there's no fucking way I'm going to make it to Miami, Florida.
No.
Jesus Christ.
On a weekend.
On a weekend? Not even a long weekend. Woo!
Just on a Saturday. Fly there, fly back. Just a 4-hour flight each way.
But yeah, that's the thing. My camera has been in heavy rotation basically every weekend since. And you're going to see all of that sort of happening.
Yeah,
here,
Elliot, our son, will just pick up a bunch of cars and be like, go take pictures with Daddy.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to understand photography in a meaningful way, but it's it's getting there, right? Because he's got this little camera that takes whatever less than 1/4 of a megapixel photos,
and it takes 30 seconds to actually take the picture.
Yeah, but he doesn't care, and he's having a good time. But the thing that sort of, it's funny, but it's also why are you doing that? You're just wasting space. So when my my Nikon or any semi-pro or whatever camera will have a high speed, spray and pray setting. So when I go out, that's what it's always on. Because what am I gonna just take one and hope? But he'll start clicking his little buttons super duper fast, and it's kind of hilarious, but it's not keeping up.
But it's adorable.
Yeah, it's cute as hell. But I'm like.
And he'll take pictures while he's walking, and he's just clicking the whole way.
Clicking along. It's not gonna work. Little ditty about roll cows. Some we've it's this recurring character. New track. Let's take a listen.
Late one night on the Grindr app, Matthew Daly meditator gave him a tap, but little did he know it was all a trap. Chris Hansen showed up and he started to snap. Matthew had his theories all about conspiracies. But in the end it was his own tendencies. He thought he was clever, thought he had it all planned, but now he's caught in a web that he can't understand. No more secrets, no more lies. The truth will always come to light. No more hiding, no disguise. You can't escape the truth, no matter how hard you try. It's a warning, a reminder to those who think they can hide. Dark secrets will be uncovered in the blink of an eye. Matthew Daly thought he was the smartest man, with his twisted desires and sickening plan. But justice will prevail and the truth will be revealed. No more innocent lies by his actions to be sealed. So beware of those who try to deceive. They think they're clever but they won't achieve. For in the end the truth will set us free. No more secrets, it's time to break free.
Sometimes they'll do that to have a little tail right there at the end. But there's a little something about Matthew Daly. Obviously, he came to meet someone on the grinder after it didn't work out. Ugh. But Jesus Christ. Like, do you guys ever, because I'm sure Matthew felt this and is feeling it to this day. Like, you ever go somewhere and you either are dressed, like, you know, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. Because you, like, have you ever worn something that you thought looked good, but you get it in front of your friends and they go, what the fuck's up with that? And they browbeat you into just like burning whatever you're wearing in front of them just so you can end the suffering that they are wielding upon you. I mean, sometimes it happens. It just feels like when Matthew showed up, he was dressed in everything that all of his friends would have been like, don't, no, don't.
Never do that.
Like, you ever have a friend who like buys a 10-gallon hat but doesn't change any other part of his dress? You go, eee.
Goo.
That's a little fucked. But yeah, oh God. One of those things. Anyway, that being said, I said it. Whatever. I'm going to try and stop saying that because I want to keep saying that. We got more songs coming up. I want to try and play some stuff that you guys haven't heard yet. I'm pretty sure you haven't heard a little something. Well, no, you've definitely heard that one. Where'd it go? Because I got a little something. God dang it. I lost it.
Ruh-roh.
No, here it is. It's a little story about Jeff Stacy. How he got caught. Tried to hatch a plan that didn't exactly work out. And let's hear about it.
Oh, let me tell you about that named Jeff Stacy. Got caught up in a wild case. Oh, baby, Chris Hansen. He was waiting for him secretly to catch him in a sting. Oh, what a sight to see. Now, Jeff had a voice like Mickey Mouse, oh yeah. It was high-pitched and squeaky like nothing you ever heard. He thought he could charm his way out of any trouble. But Chris Hansen had a plan to burst his bubble. Jeff Stacy, oh Jeff, what you gonna do? You got caught in the act. Now the whole world knows it's true. Jeff Stacy, oh Jeff, you're in a funk when the cops came knocking. You tried to stick a pen in your neck. Catching predators, it's a serious business. Chris Hansen bringing justice, he can't play witness. But Jeff Stacy, he thought he could escape the scene, trying to stick a pen in his neck to avoid the questioning. Now the police were like, hold up man, what's going on? Jeff was acting crazy like a whole new phenomenon. They had to hold him down and take him into custody. This desperate attempts left everyone in disbelief. In the interrogation room, the tension was high. Jeff Stacy swiping bullets, no alibi. He thought he could outsmart the road. What a shame, sticking that pen in his neck was a desperate play. Oh, oh.
Controversial opinion. Bass players are the best part of the band.
Oh, I
There you go.
100%.
Everybody gives them shit. I don't know why. Everybody loves to blow vocalists, guitar players, even if you're rhythm guitar, even the drummer. Like, the drummer in every band I've ever been in has been the joke of the band. Like, in the band.
Really?
Every drummer I've ever had has just been, like, sort of checked out when it comes to reality, but can drum their fucking asses off. I maintained mental competency and played an instrument, but it was always like, the bass player. Hello? Do you have... Here's the thing. Can you walk around without a spine? No, right? So, a music needs a backbone. Give your fucking local bassist a high five every once in a while. God damn it.
I love bassists and drummers because I felt like they always, like, they worked well together, and then, like, there's the guitarist and the vocalist which
Here's the
work
thing.
together.
A good band, it's like a rowboat, kind of, right? So you've got the drums and the bass. I would say that's the... Let's say that's the boat.
Yeah.
No, let's say the water that you're floating on, right? That's the drums. The boat is the bass. The oars, that's your guitar, rhythm and lead. Let's just say they're both one of each. Then your rower there is your singer. Now imagine how fucking stupid you would look if you sat down in a park with a couple of oars. You need the whole thing not to look stupid. That being said, here's a song about a guy who knows a little something about looking stupid.
Dr. Maurice Woolman called in a little stain. Called his wife in a panic, worried about everything. He needs a $30,000 check. Oh, what a mess. Dear God, don't bring the girls, I'm scared for my happiness. He thought he found love in the darkness of the night, but now he's lost in a web of deceit, trying to make it right. He's pleading to his wife, begging her for forgiveness. Dear God, don't bring the girls, I'm scared of this wickedness. Oh, the sting of deception, it cuts deep like a knife in this tale of love and lies, where wrong turns to right. Dr. Wood's in a bind, he's afraid of what's to come. Dear God, don't bring the girls, just let the healing be done. He thought he found love in the darkness of the night, but now he's lost in a web of deceit, trying to make it right. He's pleading to his wife, begging her for forgiveness. Dear God, don't bring the girls, I'm scared of this wickedness.
Please don't bring the girls. Right? But don't forget that $30,000 check. Because
Yeah, you're gonna need that.
Need that. But the girls, leave them at home. That is a little song about Maurice Wolin. Doctor. Here's the thing about Maurice Wolin. He had the money to destroy himself. Because like
Yeah.
everybody else moved on, but he decided to dig his heels in and fight something that probably would have netted him almost no punishment anyway, like everybody else.
Right. Yeah.
But like, sometimes...
But could you imagine being a doctor and like a research oncology doctor and like being on a registry? Like,
well, he had all of his credentials stripped. So
Right.
it wouldn't even be like,
that's true.
you're
Yeah.
a doctor on a registry. Like those things,
You're just nothing.
God, I hope don't exist. Right? 'Cause you don't want to be like, hey, he's a great doctor, sexual offender, but don't worry about that. That's what I would be worried about almost exclusively. That being said, let's take a little time to swap out of the roll cows and the killers, talk about a little buddy of mine named Jameson. Teamed up with someone named Becca. Guess what they did?
Jameson, he's a cool cat from the block. With his quick moves, he can't resist. Stop. One day he met a lady. She was fine and fly. Rebecca's her name. Got sparks in her eye. Now Jameson and Rebecca, they got the groove. Together
There you go. That's what happens when Jameis and Rebecca team up to punch Jeff Sokol in the stomach. I hope that tickled you as much as it does me, because boy, oh boy, when that fucking breakdown hits, I could listen to 30 straight minutes of those horns and that quick, like the energetic snare that, whoa, boy, oh boy. God, do I. Here's the thing. I love funk. Parliament, the P-Funk All-Stars, Bootsy Collins, anyone who has a incredible bass with their name on it and is or shaped like a star, I love.
Fosco says listening to this song made my hair grow into a flat top.
Not for nothing, but turn the clock back to the 90s, you see this guy rocking one of those, but I don't know if it was any good or not. I still wore it.
I'd like to see that.
Here's the thing. When you have... This is the thing. It's one thing that I don't think anybody can ever come to, like, relatableness with. Because you can say pineapple on pizza, yay or nay. But, like, the amount of cowlicks that a person has on their head really dictates the type of style. Like, my son has a head that looks like it spent an entire year in a pumpkin patch surrounded by cows who did nothing but lick his fucking scalp.
He just shaved. So Elliot hasn't had a haircut in, what, 2 years?
It is all... He
just shaved it all today, and it is just all cowlick.
It's nothing but... like, and here's the thing. I have pin straight hair, not a whole lot of it. I can do whatever I want with it. So I did the flat top, I did the long hair, I did the bowl cut. Anything I wanted to do, I could. I had to sit and watch my brother stick with the same haircut for his entire life because his head is just fucked. Take that how you want it. It's just fucked. Nothing worked on it. And I saw him come home on multiple occasions in tears because he wanted something he knew he could never have, but he kept trying.
Mm-hmm. I've done that with my hair, but my hair's always been too thick to do the certain things that I want. So it looked like I look like a Cocker Spaniel.
Right, and there's things that I would like to have that I'll never. Like, here's the thing: I love several things about humans that I love. I love gay humans. I love black humans. I love Hispanic humans. Most importantly, I would love to get some African American hair up on this dome. I would look out of place, but I would love it. God damn. I don't care what. Whether you're an African American with dreads or even Jerry curl, all the way up to no hair at all. Gordon on Sesame Street. He had a credibility on a bald head. I say, do it. Anything.
Fosco says, I went to middle school with mostly black students. When I buzzed my hair short, a bunch of kids were fascinated that my hair grew from what they called a hairnado. Our son's hair is so curly, like perfect curls at the end of his hair.
He's going to have a lot of trouble.
And I don't know. He'll either end up with being one of those kids with long hair all the time, but like his hair shaved like this, it makes him look so much older, but it's so strange looking at all the cowlicks in his hair.
That's the problem. Is like, I don't know.
But it's so hot here. We had to do something.
Right. That's the thing. But it's just the luck of the draw. Like, I used to go to the gym and look at the dude that would, like, he was a casual acquaintance, knew him here or there. I'd see him at parties, and we'd drink every once in a while. But, like, he'd show up, and he'd be like, oh, man, I haven't gone to the gym in, like, 8 days, and I spent the last 3 days just, like, drunk. Where am I? And I go, the fuck is wrong with you? But then he'd pull off his shirt and he'd look like the revelation of Captain America in his first appearance in a Marvel movie. And I go, what the fuck, dude? He had everything I wanted. He could drink his ass inside out and still have a fucking six-pack that was rock hard and hair on his face that I wanted. I wanted a thick beard. This is not a thick beard. It takes a long time to get to where I have hair on my face and it looks legitimate. Like, he'd not shave for a day and just... Yeah, I used to... I look at him all the time.
Look at the dude.
Yeah, he'd show up and, like, you know, I'd be like, hey, man, what's going on? Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And he's one of these dudes who, like, whatever. Everybody has one of these people in their life where everything you want, somebody in your life just gets genetically or whatever, and you hate that person, even though you kind of like him.
Yeah.
He was that person to me, and I was like, God damn it, dude. Because he'd still smell like booze in the gym. And I didn't touch the stuff. I went to the gym 7.5 days a fucking week. Always looked like a doughy at best, skinny at worst, loser. And that's where I spent my entire goddamn life. Made me a little sad to think about that. So while we're thinking about... Here, let's bring up Ryan a little bit.
Let me tell you about a man named Ryan. He's got a way with the ladies. Yeah, he's always trying, but he better watch himself, cause he's messing with the wrong kind, messing with my wife. Man, then he's crossed the line. Stop trying to bird dog my lady. Ryan, nudity ain't a commodity you can rely on. It's a privilege. Man, you better understand. Keep your eyes off my wife. She ain't your only fan. Now, Ryan might think he's got game so fly, but when it comes to my woman, he's just a small fry. He's trying to turn her to an all-night sensation, but let me tell you, man, that's just a late creation.
Just listen to this breakdown, people.
Some crazy ideas about making some quick cash, but let me tell you something, buddy, it's a slippery slope, so dash. Nudity, my friend, it's a privilege, not a bankable scheme. You're looking for attention, but it's not as it seems. Trying to push my wife to an OnlyFans page, but let me tell you, Ryan, you're digging your own grave. So shake your groove, babe. Don't be a loon. Respect boundaries, buddy, and change to ability's a privilege. Keep it in its place, or I might just have to put you in a suitcase. Keep your eyes on my wife, she ain't your only fan. Stay down. Stop trying to bird dog my lady, Ryan. Beauty ain't a commodity you can rely on. It's a privilege, man. You better understand. Keep your eyes off my wife. She ain't your only fans.
Thank you, Jameson. I hope. Did you hear the song where you team up with Rebecca? Goddamn, do I love that one! Holy shit! I have a second version that I've been searching for all night, but I can't remember what I called it. So hopefully I will find it. But remember when Lorne took a little drive in a white truck to deliver a bracelet to a little girl named Kayla who didn't exist? Mm-hmm. There's a little ditty about that.
Lord Armstrong in his pickup truck, driving down the dusty road. He's got a bracelet for Kayla Marie, gonna make her heart explode. With a twinkle in his eye and a smile so wide, he's on a mission tonight. Little does he know, Kayla's just a girl and this ain't gonna end up right. He pulls up to a house with the porch light on, the picture of pure delight. Lauren steps out with a nervous grin, holding that bracelet oh so tight. But the door swings open, revealing a man that's shining in the light. He says, "Sir, you're under arrest. This whole thing was a stain tonight." Oh Lord, Lord, you should've known that Kayla was a girl in a world not meant to be shown. With your white pickup truck and your heart on a flutter, it fell for a trap, now it's all gone asunder. Now Long's behind bars, dreaming of the love he thought he found. He never meant harm, just wanted a love that was sound. But the world can be tricky, full of deception and lies. Long's bluegrass heart shattered in the blink of an eye. Just a memory, a lesson hard learned in a small town was to spread bridges forever burned. Long's white pickup truck, a symbol of his regret. The bracelet meant for love turned into a twisted duet. Oh Lord, Lord, you should've known that Kayla was a girl in a world not meant to be shown. With your white pickup truck and your heart all aflutter, fell for a trap, now it's all gone asunder.
It's a little bit right there, a little bit of AI Charlie Daniels there, Fosco. That's the thing. Because I often go like, whoa, how can it do that? But like, music theory is a thing, right? You can teach music theory to a person like Stradivarius. All of their songs basically follow music theory. So if you're ever blown away by that, you go, oh, as long as you don't know music theory, it goes, whoa, that's pretty crazy. That's why I'm sometimes blown away by the fact that this sounds like that, but I go, it's probably not.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, some of the stuff sounds like Taylor Swift.
Right,
And some yeah.
Just a quick digression, okay? Because everybody gets pissed off. Not everybody. A lot of people, a select group of people, get pissed off when AI does stuff, right? And you go, well, it's taking away blah, blah, blah from a human or yada, yada, yada. But, and one of the things that people point to is like, well, it's just looking at other people's stuff and taking all of that and making its own thing. Like, but referencing other people's shit. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Since you didn't grow up in a vacuum outside of all culture, isn't that what humans do?
Right.
You look at all the stuff you like,
yeah,
take the parts of it you like, and put
make
it in your own shit?
Yep. Jameson says he's got a bracelet in that Walmart sack, but not enough gas to get there and back and back.
You should be a songwriter, Jameson. I mean, way better than the AI that's
way
watered down lyrics is what the AI spits out. Am I right, guys? Boy, oh boy. Oh boy. But yeah, I understand why the people involved in the industry, the AI is sort of infiltrating, getting upset. But I feel like that's headed for us all.
Yep.
Just like, I don't want to get like political or anything rather, but doesn't it feel like humans have been working diligently since their conception of work to try and get someone else to do the work for them? Mm-hmm. And we've been like, whether it be animals or poor people or slaves or whoever we as the ruling class sort of farm our work out to, now we're getting all sniffy about how like we're not even getting a living human to do it. But like when we had living humans doing things, we hurt them. and we made them do it by force. Kind of the same thing with animals. Like, this is the only thing that you can't really exploit because it doesn't have an emotional response. You just tell it to do stuff, and whether you whip the computer tower or not, it will do the same job, nor will it care if you whip it. But now we go, God damn it, the thing that I was hoping someone else would do is now being done by not a someone else. It's something else. Gross. I still understand, like, it's taking possible, but here's the thing. Second part, little tag, if you will, a button on the end of this. Because you go, well, if people have access to AI, they won't spend money on artists. Here's the thing. Poor as fuck. Even if I had $1 billion, I would be drained trying to get the amount of, like, AI art and AI music that I show you guys and sort of goof on.
Right.
I would have to be an independent billionaire to be like, okay, a sea of artists, give me a whole bunch of art, and then we sort of goof on it, and then it would make them pissed off because they're people making art,
right,
getting shit on. Whereas, like, we can shit on the AI all we want. It won't get upset.
No, because it doesn't. No, it's not a thing. Right. I could never get somebody's art and, like, make fun of it.
That's the thing, too. Because you and I, and everybody watching, have been in that position where we have been subject to AI art, know exactly what it is, and go, this is shitty. I don't know why not everybody, but everything marketed to me on Facebook that I'm not actively participant in, they show me pieces of AI art. Mm-hmm. Like, just recently, some fucking page was like, here's 2 pictures of Ronda Rousey. And I go, no, those aren't. Those aren't her hands. Her tits are too big. Her face is a little off. But I'm smarter than most because I only say that because I go, the comment section must be ablaze with people like me pissed off that they're using AI art of not just nobodies or non-existent people or characters and saying, hey, thank God that this actually happened when, like, a dude makes a giant pizza to serve the homeless people and he doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. This is a person who exists. This is Ronda Rousey. And I go, people have got to be pissed. And I go in there and it's like, 1 out of every 8 comments that's like, this is AI. But everybody else, like, popping a virtual boner on a Facebook page over an image of somebody that isn't of them. And I go, what are we doing here?
I randomly see, like, it'll pop up and be like, oh, the first jet fighter woman pilot. And it's obviously an AI picture of a young woman. Sure, it maybe was that person. But then everybody in the thing's like, thanks so much for your service. I'm like, but it's not a real...
So here's I guess all of that, the rainbow ends in this pot of gold. Right? Because you look in the gold pot, it's going to be coins, it's going to be nuggets possibly, fool's gold possibly. When you look in there, you go, it's going to serve everybody's purpose. But I don't know, man. Like, because people are getting mad. Maybe now I kind of get it, because with as many people falling for obviously fake art, or at least impressionistically through social media, you go, okay, like, I guess I would be upset if somebody could look at 2 different pictures, one obviously created by a human because it's all right.
Correct, right. Like, 5 fingers.
Apart from artist style, you know, like, stylized things, you go, oh, well, this is a human did that. AI still cannot produce a thing that I personally can look at and go like, you got me. It just doesn't happen. Here's a little song by John Judin.
In the shadows, in the darkest night, through the ski rises, ready to ignite. Kentucky's agent, fear is piercing eyes. He hunts for criminals, no place to hide. Justice is calling, it's time to take a stand. Dustin McFetridge, your fate is in his hands. With iron will and rage, he'll make you pay. No mercy given, you won't escape today. Black leather jacket, boots that pound the ground. John Kulinski's here, the king of underground. He seeks out the wicked with relentless force. He's the one they the source. Jacket, boots that pound the ground. John Goodinski's hands the key up on the ground. He seeks out the wicked with relentless force. He's the one they fear, the ultimate source.
Well, that's the thing about that, Jameson. You don't even put the tape in. You know, I bought the thing. I get it home. I open the package. I go, where do you put the tape in? It's already on there. Part of the internal memory, turns out. That was a little song about John Dudinski, a little song called The Hunted. But, like, could you imagine? I mean, that's the thing. The AI sometimes, I feel, will go into the internet and look at the subject matter and go, aha, I'll pull some details that are relevant to the case. That one, it was like a leather jacket, and but that's the thing. Maybe it did. I've not searched John Dudinski. Maybe he's got like a Facebook picture out there where he's got like a tasseled leather jacket and he's hopping onto a Harley with some leather boots. I don't know, but I mean, realistically,
Now I kind of want to know.
can't you see him doing that shit? You just can't put the tape in is the problem. 'Cause he's old.
Can't put it in.
Oh, so I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. It is irrelevant to you. It might not be interesting, but it's going to set up the next song. When I was a young man, my aunt owned a cleaning business. And so to make a little extra money, I would jump onto her crew, which also happened to consist of my cousins at times, and we would go do cleaning and stuff. So, you know, kids in the 90s, I don't know what kids do nowadays. I'm sure they still fuck with each other. So my cousins were older than me, so they'd fuck with me. And this was, I now realize, maybe my first conscious recognition of being gaslit, although it didn't have a term back then.
Right.
So we were cleaning a office for a friend of their family, a plumbing office, and it was, you know, classic shit, computers, trash cans everywhere. Dude had like trophies on the wall of the office for some reason, because like, whatever. There are some dudes who just love trophies, but like make a room of it. Don't have an office painted slate gray with a IKEA desk. IKEA didn't exist back then, but like a pressboard desk and computer with no other furnishings aside from a chair, and then like a deer, a whore. He killed a whore, a hog, a javelina, if you will, and then like all these fish everywhere. It looked like a normal working office with no decoration anywhere, but on the wall it's just a bunch of fucking dead animals. Neither here nor there. So one day, I don't know what started this, but it lasted for fucking ever. There were mice in the building. It's a plumbing office in the middle of nowhere. They didn't care, but there were always mice. So we would constantly find them on sticky traps or in the snap traps or whatever. And, you know, I feel like it was probably my cousin Summer who started this, but it could have been Kevin. Doesn't matter. One of them said, alleged, if you will, true crime, that they saw a mouse, a live mouse, mind you, jump into my ass, my butt, if you will. I didn't say ass because I was a child. And the rest of that shift was spent with me, 10 years old, denying the assertion that a wild mouse jumped in my ass and I was living there as we continued the work. I promised there was no mouse in my ass. It didn't matter. I was being gaslit. I understand that now. However, I passed on this trauma to my child in the form of this song. So please enjoy.
Elliot, the rebel with a wild heart, living his life loud and tearing it apart. One day he felt a tickle deep inside and realized a mouse had taken a wild ride. In his back door, the tiny mouse found solace, built a small house, made it a palace. Elliot was confused, had mixed emotions, but somehow they shared a unique devotion. Elliot and the mouse, an unlikely pair, living together. It seemed just fair, their friendship, a bond that no one understood. A crazy story, misunderstood. Misunderstood.
So as you can see there, like, it works out for my son. Like, it's a happy ending. He makes friends with the mouse. You know, it's kind of like Fry with the tapeworms in Futurama.
Yeah.
So it worked out for him. But boy, oh boy, was it traumatizing to me as a child. Because here's the thing. At some point, I bring it up in interrogation footage too. The more you repeat something, the more believable it becomes, no matter how incredible or incredulous it is. So there was a small part of me at the end of that night that thought, there's a mouse living in my ass. Sometimes if I, lose sense of myself and I lose my bearings and I just sort of get spun out into the cosmos, chaos of the infinite darkness of the universe, sometimes I think he might still be in there.
Somewhere.
That being said, listen to the song about Matthew Daly, because it has a part about it that I really love, and I'll do this when it's that part, because you'll know, but you'll feel it in your heart when it happens, but I want you to know for sure, so I'll do this. Here we go.
Late at night, Matthew Daly took a chance. Met a stranger on an app looking for romance. But little did he know it was all a trap. Chris Hansen stepped in and there was no going back. Conspiracy theories swirling inside his mind, but his heart was filled with the darkest hard to find. He searched for something that can never bring him joy, but longing for young boys. Oh, that's not a toy. Innocent heart lost in a twisted game, caught in the shadows, trapped in the shame. Oh, Matthew Daly, sources will destroy. Innocent heart, lost innocence. Oh, Matthew Daly swiped on the grinder app, looking for love, but he got a trap. Chris Hansen showed up, undercover surprise. Matthew in shock, couldn't believe his eyes. Driving in his green golf cart so slick, thinking it was a date, just a little trick. But the weed in his pocket, he didn't see it coming. Got caught up in the game, now his heart is drumming. Innocent heart lost in a twisted game, caught in the shadows, trapped in the shame. Oh, Matthew Daly, sources will destroy. Innocent heart, lost innocence. Oh, lost innocence. Innocent heart, lost innocence. Lost innocence.
So yeah, the thing I like about it is like the melody and like the chord progression, but you know, it's about young boys, so it's hard to. So here's the thing. Real quick story. The song about Gabriel Renee, not the one you heard earlier, but the OG Gabriel Renee, where like I referenced the fact the detective's like, "Hey, you gay?" I mean, I like the song. I'm not a prude. I don't care. Like whatever. Even if my kid hears the F word, I realize I can't stop that because people are going to be people.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get unnecessarily offended when people play music in public because whatever. Like you're going to be a human, you're going to hear that shit. But like when, you know, in that song, if you're familiar, I won't play it necessarily tonight, maybe. But when, you know, there's a certain part of that song where I was like running up the driveway because right across the street are like Mormons.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like, here's the thing. I don't want to be that asshole who's like, yeah. Like, because I remember, again, being a child, and I was in like my dad's truck and we're driving down the road and it's just like a quiet afternoon. Nothing happened. We're on the way to nothing in particular. And then a dude in a, I don't know, it was like, when did Limp Bizkit's Hot Dog Water and Chocolate Starfish come out?
Oh,
whatever
geez.
come out. But like whatever that year was, a dude in like a blown out IROC or whatever, some Camaro or some shit, like pulls up, and like he's listening to Limp Bizkit. And it's that part where Fred Durst is like, I think it's the song, I don't know the titles of Limp Bizkit song, but it's called Break. Where he says, I'm going to break your fucking face tonight.
Oh.
And that came out of this dude's IROC, out of windows down, through into my dad's car over, you know, whatever 60s bullshit we were listening to. And I remember being like, I don't care, but my dad getting unnecessarily upset. And I go, do I want to do that later? Because there's thing, I probably love saying fuck so much because my parents told me not to say it at all. Like
Yeah.
my kid is picking it up from someone in his life. And so he'll say, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Or, you know, he's saying things that someone in my life I can hear the voice of, so I know exactly where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to go like my parents did and go like, no! And then like really drive in the fact that is something he'll want to say a lot later.
That's true.
I just go, hey, don't say that so much. Knock it off. Like, here's the thing. You have to pick your battles, people. I made the mistake of saying, see ya, suckers, to my son a couple of times, and now he calls everybody suckers. Yeah. And, like, when it comes up, sometimes I feel uncomfortable. I say, stop saying that. But, like, you know, dropping the F-bomb, you got to stop that. But you have to stop it in such a way that it doesn't make him want to go like, okay, totally, wink, and then just like,
I'll do it when you're not around.
say it all the fucking time like I do. I don't want to be a degenerate like me. Speaking of degenerates, here's a little song about a degenerate who threw someone down the stairs in a suitcase.
In the darkness he crept, a vengeful lurch. Sarah Boone's rage, ready to search. Jorge met his fate, stashed in that case. One false move, his life erased. Down the stairs he tumbled, she watched him fall. Sarah's twisted game, the vengeance call. But now the time has come to pay the price. Her detective team determined precise. Descending fury, vengeance unleashed. Pain suffered or not, her soul we feast. Justice will prevail, the truth will be revealed. The realm of darkness, they played the games and painted the pains, but the wine was just too strong. There were no fingers out, he couldn't breathe. He was selling his soul, but you didn't listen, and now he is dead. So it's off to jail you go. Descending fury, vengeance unleashed. Pain suffered or not, that's all we feast. Justice will prevail, the truth will be revealed. In the realm of darkness,
And there was Descending Fury, the first movement. I have a second movement and possibly a third. I won't play too many of the same stuff, but probably got time for a couple more. So let me... this will be our penultimate song for the evening. This is the first ever AI-generated song that I created. I thought, that's pretty funny. It's not necessarily related to literally anything pertinent, but it's one of those things that really tickled the shit out of me, because I thought, if I could write a song about anything, what would it be? And obviously I came up to nothing specific, so let me just really quick, to digress really quickly. If you're the type that possesses a creative mind, right, they can pull out non sequiturs that will fit together in a funny way, two things will happen. The right type of people will go, whoa, you're clever and funny and cool. The wrong type of person will go, well, why did you pick those things? It's funny. Like, sure, I could be a sex pervert, but is that the point? I'm trying to make you laugh here. Let's just get on the same fucking page and listen to a song about a cowboy who loses his balls at the fucking rodeo.
Bulls bucking, dust flying, rodeo arena. Man on the back, holding on, trying to stay alive, but in one wrong move, his world gets shattered, lost his balls, and his pride, it don't really matter now. He was tough as nails, a cowboy through and through, but that bull had something to prove, and it sent him for a loop. Now he's sitting on the sidelines with broken spirit, lost his manhood in the dust. Can't believe he let it slip away. Rodeo blues ain't nothing more painful than losing it all. Rodeo blues, a man without his balls, he's standing tall, but inside he's dying. The pain ain't going away. Rodeo blues, it's a high price to pay.
Bingo, that's Rodeo Blues. Has nothing to do with me. Never a cowboy. Have both of my testicles.
It's true.
Maybe I'm just a little testy. That being said, thank you for showing up tonight. If you did, or if it's the future, maybe it's the morning. I don't know. You know, it's like a radio show. You can listen to it whenever. I used to listen to Loveline because, 14 years after the fact, they were recorded, and I had 8 hours of a night shift to get through. So, that being said, once again, thank you so much for everybody who came and participated. I appreciate the shit out of it.
And thank you, Fosco, for buying us a mead.
Yeah, thanks for the mead, Fosco. Appreciate that as well. So, love you guys. Listen to this song. It's about Sarah Boone, my favorite criminal. One of my favorite criminals, anyway. Not a huge fan of country IRL, but I'm totally fine with you guys hearing it. So with that, I want you to listen to this and have a good night. We will see you in a few days.
Well, Sarah Boone was a fiery gal with a mischievous smile and a devilish laugh. She had a mean streak, that's for sure. Mess with her and you'll feel the floor. Jorge Torres Jr., a quiet man, crossed her path and messed up a plan. She grabbed him quick, gave him a shake, tossed him in a suitcase, for goodness sake. Down the staircase, the suitcase flew. Jorge yelling out, what did I do? Sarah just laughed, her eyes shining bright. She had a twisted pleasure causing this fight. Well, a twisted pleasure causing this fight. Sarah Boone was a fiery gal mischievous smile and a devilish laugh. She had a mean streak, that's for sure. Mess with her and you'll feel the floor. Jorge Torres Jr., quiet man, crossed her path and messed up the plan. She grabbed him quick, gave him a shake, tossed in her suitcase, for goodness sake. Down the staircase, the suitcase flew. Jorge yelling out, what did I do? Sarah just laughed, her eyes shining bright. She had a twisted pleasure in causing this fight. Causing this fight.
Try to.
Fistful of Podcasts Radio.